Good morning, student. Today we will discuss about the second kind of living cell, eukaryotic cell. In previous lecture we will also discuss about prokaryotic cell and the structure of prokaryotic cell. In today's lecture, we will discuss about the eukaryotic cells. Cells in which eukaryotic cell, the cells in which the nucleus has definite nuclear membrane, gives clear compartmentalization of cytoplasm. Which cell is known as the eukaryotic cell or eukaryotes? Eukaryotic cell is an advanced cell because the definite nuclear membrane which is bounded around the genetic material. They have complex locomotory and cytoskeletal structures. They have complex locomotory and cytoskeletal structures. Their genetic material is organized into chromosomes. Genetic material organized into chromosome. Example, cells of protist. Example, cells of protist. Plant cells, animal cells, and fungi. The examples of eukaryotic cells, cells of protist, plant cells, animal cells, and fungi. The eukaryotic cells have different shape, size, and physiology. Different size, shape, and physiology. But all the cells are typically composed of plasma membrane, Then cytoplasm and its organelles. Cytoplasm and its organelles. Eukaryotic cells composed of plasma membrane, cytoplasm and its organelles. The cell organelles in eukaryotic organelles. Cell organelles. In eukaryotic cells are cell membrane or plasma membrane, then cell wall, endomembrane system. Endomembrane system includes the following organelles: endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes and vacuoles. These cell organelles include in a endomembrane system, then mitochondria, plasmids, ribosomes, cytoskeleton, cilia and flagella, centrosomes and centriole, true nucleus, microbodies. These are the cell organelles in eukaryotic cell. In plant cell, cell wall is absent. In plant cell, cell wall is absent, and in animal cell, cell wall is absent. In animal cell, cell wall is absent, and in plant cell, cell wall is present. Animal cell, cell wall absent, and in plant cell, cell wall present. Cell wall present. In plant cell, cell wall present. In animal cell, cell wall absent. Then component of eukaryotic cells. The first component of eukaryotic cell is the cell wall. First component of eukaryotic cell wall. The cell wall which is present in plant cell, and cell wall which is absent in animal cell. It is a rigid cell wall. First component of eukaryotic cell. Cell wall is a rigid, supportive and protective outer covering of plasma membrane. Cell wall is rigid, supportive and protective outer covering of plasma membrane of plant cell. Outer covering of plasma membrane of plant cell. Outer covering of plasma membrane of plant cell, fungi and some protists. Fungi and some protists. The cell wall is the rigid, supportive, protective outer covering of plasma membrane of plant cell, fungi and some protists. Alga shows presence of cellulose galactons, mannans and mineral like calcium carbonate in cell wall. In algae shows presence of cellulose, galactons, mannans and minerals like calcium carbonate in cell wall. In other plants, it consists of hemicellulose, pectin, lipids and proteins. In other plants, cell wall consists of hemicellulose, pectin, lipids and proteins. Microfibrils of plant cell wall. Microfibrils of plant cell wall shows presence of cellulose, which is responsible for rigidity. Cellulose, which is responsible for rigidity. Some of the deposition of cell wall. Some of the deposition of cell wall are silica. Other deposition. Silica, which is present in the grass stem. Silica present in grass stem. Then next deposition of cell wall is the cutin. Next is the cutin, which is present in epidermal wall of land plants. Epidermal wall of land plants. Then next deposition is the suberin. Which is present in endodermal cells of root. Endodermal cells of root. Then next is the wax and lignin. Wax and lignin. Then plant cell wall shows. Plant cell wall shows 3 layers. Plant cell wall shows 3 layers. First is the middle lamina. Second layer is the primary wall, and third is the secondary wall. But in some plants, tertiary wall also present. Which is not uniform. The first the middle lamella. First wall is the middle lamella. First is the middle lamella. It is a thin and lies between. It is a thin and lies between two adjacent cells. Between two adjacent cells, which is lies between two adjacent cells. It mainly made up of pectin, calcium and magnesium pectate. Middle lamella made up of pectin, magnesium pectate, calcium softening of ripe fruit. Softening of ripe fruit is due to solubilization of pectin. Due to solubilization of pectin. Then second wall is the primary wall. Second wall is the primary wall. Primary wall. Primary wall in young plant cell, it is capable of growth. In young plant cell, it is capable of growth. Primary wall lead inside the middle lamella. Lead inside the middle lamella. Primary wall seen in meristematic tissue. Mesophyll, meristematic tissues, mesophyll, pith, etc. Pith, etc. Then primary cell wall is composed of more heavy cellulose. More hemicellulose and less cellulose. Primary wall composed of more hemicellulose and less cellulose. Then third layer is secondary wall. Third is the secondary wall present inner to primary wall. present inner to primary wall. Present inner to primary wall. S1, S2, S3. Then adjacent set S1, S2, S3. Once the growth, this is the secondary wall. Once the growth of primary wall, once the growth of primary wall stops, once the primary wall stops, secondary wall is laid or formed. Secondary wall is formed. At some places, thickening is absent, and some places or spaces, thickening is absent, which leads to formation of pits, which leads to formation of pits. Which leads to formation of pits. At some places, thickening is absent. At the some places, thickening is absent, and at the some places, thickening is absent, which leads to formation of pits. Pits are of two types. Pits are of two types. First, simple pits. Second, bordered pits. Simple pits is square, and the border pits this is the border pits. This is the simple pit. Simple pit. This is the border pit. Simple pits which is present in the angiosperms. Angiosperms and border pits in gymnosperms. In gymnosperms. In gymnosperms. Border pits which is narrow at the apex and broad at the base. Narrow at the apex and broad at the base. Then the next structure is the plasmodesmata. Next is the plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata. Plant cell shows presence of plasmodesmata, which are a cytoplasmic bridge. Plasmodesmata is a cytoplasmic bridge between two neighboring cells. Which allows water small solutes. Plasmodesmata allows water small solutes and some larger molecules to pass between the cells. This is about the first cell organelle of eukaryotic cell wall. Next lecture we will discuss about the other cell organelle of eukaryotic cell. Thank you.